Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for this week's question and answer video. My name is David, I'm a life coach, and I help people heal from different kinds of trauma. I do this every single week, every single Monday. For those of you who are new here, welcome. Hello, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. If you can, please tell us where you're from and ask questions. I'm just answering people's questions from last week's question and answer video. And I encourage everyone to please ask questions if you are suffering from trauma, depression, anxiety, things like this. Please ask questions, and hopefully I can help you with some information. If you think that I'm benefiting you or I can benefit other people, I really hope that you will do something to support me, and I really appreciate it. If you can, you can go down there and subscribe to my channel. You can vote up or down and go down in the comment section, tell me why, say hi, tell me where you're from. You can share this video with other people, and you can put it in a playlist. I would really appreciate that. I'm just trying to spread information, hoping that it reaches people that need it, to point them in the direction to find the help that they need. So I appreciate all of your support. Thank you very much. This week, I want to recommend something, as I usually do. This week, I'm going to recommend a supplement, as I do a lot, don't I? This supplement has some things I've recommended before, but the feedback is tremendous on this on Amazon. It's called Love Wellness Mood Pills. This product is directed at women a lot. I don't see why men can't take it. I'm going to read what it says here a little bit. Helps keep your mood happy and relaxed. 30-day supply helps with stress relief and improve mood. Made with good-for-you ingredients, safe and effective daily supplement. It says here, moody, stressed, tired. That sounds like us, right? People suffering from cptsd, narc abuse. Feel like yourself again with good-for-you ingredients that help keep your mood happy and relaxed by supporting your mood, plus helping with everyday stress and fatigue. Perfect for all women looking for reduced stress, improved mood, or dealing with pesky hormones. In need of some PMS relief, we have the perfect solution with Love Wellness Mood Pills. Safe ingredients, GABA, naturally occurring amino acid to help with stress and fatigue. Ginkgo biloba helps with mood and cognitive function, plus L-theanine to help reduce anxiety. Plus, product is vegan, gluten-free, and dairy-free. And I'm just going to read someone's feedback here. She says, treated my PMDD. After I removed my IUD, I started experiencing major mood swings about 10 days before my period. My doctor diagnosed me with PMDD, and her solution was birth control pills, so I tried it. The pills worked, but I gained 5 pounds, 15 pounds in 3 months, so I started searching for another solution. Mood pills. These did the trick without awful hormones and their side effects. Love it. So anybody else want to check this out? Want to order some? I'll put the link to the mood pills down below in the description box. Feel free to follow that link to Amazon. It's a 30-day supply that runs for $24.99 right now. All right. Something else I like to do every once in a while is tell you about Shane's Law petition. Shane was a victim of a nasty smear campaign. It was intrusive in all parts of his life, and he could not find help anywhere. This stuff is on the rise with social media, the attacks, and for those of you who have not experienced it, it is an awful, awful experience. You feel all alone, and there is not much help out there for people. Somebody started a petition in Shane's name called Shane's Law Petition, and this is hoping to start legislation that does not allow this. I've been a victim of it for years. I do not get help anywhere from anybody, and it's sad, it's damaging, it's frustrating, it's stressful. So if you guys could do me a favor, and Shane, please follow the link right down there in the description box. It says Shane's Law Petition. All you gotta do is follow it and tap the button yes. It's gained a tremendous amount of traction since I've been promoting this for like 3 years, I think. And so it's great. It's good for all of us, right? Except for people that want to do that and behave that way. And that's kind of the point. So I appreciate it if I could get your support for that. Thank you very much. So let's get started with the questions. First one is from Mill Street to It. and I don't know where you're from, please tell us your locations, everybody. I'd really appreciate it if you could do that. I grew up with my grandma till I was 12. My mom was there occasionally, but she worked in a foster home. Is that neglect? She was also busy with the chaotic relationship with my dad. I find it interesting that she wouldn't raise you, but she worked in a foster home. And I don't know how you work in a foster home. I don't know. But besides the point. So you say, is that neglect? On the surface, I would need more information. Grandma taking care of you and mom not is not necessarily neglect. Anybody can really be our caretaker once they assume that role. There is a lot to do in that role, but anybody can step in and do that. It doesn't have to be a biological mother, right? People are adopted. Parents die after birth. Parents desert and take off. It could be grandma, grandpa. It could be new adopted parents, right? A lot of people can step in and be a caretaker for a child. What's vitally important is that the child's emotional needs are met. Physical needs too. Emotional more important. Something I do with clients, something you can do, is go over emotional needs. It's very difficult to identify neglect a lot in childhood, so you might benefit having somebody help you with that. That's something I do. It's something that is, it's one of the most difficult parts of my job, helping people identify these. Your mother coming in and out of your life could be damaging. Your mother, I don't know, I don't know what happened in your childhood. This is a very brief description that I can't tell just by this. But, if you're attached to mom in the beginning of your life, like she's your mother, and then she's in and out, that could be very damaging, very unstable. You could have fear of abandonment issues and stuff like this, not much security, a very anxious attachment style. But you're asking me, is it neglect? It's just not enough information, right? You could have, maybe your grandma was your caretaker right from birth, and mom came in and out of your life. But the whole scenario is a little odd. Why mom couldn't be your mom? I don't understand that. Obviously, mom has some problems. You said chaotic relationship with my dad, with her husband, with your father, not necessarily they're married. So a chaotic relationship means that you don't know how to have your emotional needs met. And if you don't know how to have your emotional needs met, you can't teach that to the child. And she probably wouldn't have met your emotional needs if she was your mother. It looks like she didn't anyways, possibly. That's what I'm gathering. I'm just really stretching. So if you want to ask me more, please do. If you want to tell me more, please do. And I can help you more in the next video. So go down below and give me more information. I can try to help you with that. Okay? It's just not enough. But it sounds like it. It sounds like it. The whole thing is odd. Why your grandma raised you until you were 12. Then what happened? Was grandma still in your life? Because now she was your mother, right? I don't know why your mother couldn't raise you. It's odd that she chose not to, but work in a foster home. But she has chaotic relationship with your father. That's usually a pattern. And if that's true, then maybe even her mother, your grandma, didn't meet your mother's emotional needs. Probably. So I don't know if she met yours. Usually parents aren't too selective in that. They either know how and they do, or they don't and they don't. Anyways, give me more information if you can. Thank you. Sorry if I couldn't help you. Willing to next week. Rory from Ohio. Hi, Rory. Sometimes it seems we've all come from dysfunctional families. Then we perpetuate that as adults when we start our own families. So sad. That is the exact pattern I see. The people, it's the adult relationships we have typically mirror the child relationships we had. If we have dysfunctional relationships as an adult, we had to have had dysfunctional relationships as a child. Relationships and our emotional needs are the most important thing in our life. So we don't have relationships with people if we know how to have a healthy one and we know how to have our emotional needs met, then we wouldn't be in dysfunctional relationships where we aren't having our emotional needs met. That's too foreign to people like that. What is familiar to us is not having our needs met, being neglected. That's familiar. And I'm telling you, it can be extremely difficult to identify, but I'm telling you also, if you have a history of this in your life, I think it's vitally important to identify it. It is. And like I said, it's one of the hardest things that I do, because I'm trying to point out things about someone's childhood they either may not remember very well, or they don't have an emotional reaction tied to it, so they may not remember very well, or it just wasn't a big deal. That's normal. I mean, you have nothing to compare it to. You would have to really study a family, sit in a house and really study to identify it, to compare it to your life, because you have nothing else to compare it to. But I always do. I'm always able to point it out. It's always clear to me. It's just a matter of me relating that to my client. But I can't even express enough how important it is. I mean, we've got to see our life from beginning to end, not just these little parts that don't make sense, that we don't tie together. That's enough. Thanks. Fate Twisted, Florida here. Hello. Thanks for your videos, David. You're welcome. Thank you for watching them. My parents were narcs too. One a covert, the other overt. I'm not a narcissist. Yes, I know. I'm a child of narcs. Don't judge, please. I'm not judging you. I'm different than them, David. I guess I'm lucky to be a truly loving and caring person. Good. I attribute my not being a narc to having nannies who are sweet and kind people. That's vitally important. I can't stress enough how important that is for a child to at least have an emotional connection with somebody. And I think that's what you're talking about. Having conversation with people that truly look at you as a human being and understand you and treat you as an equal. Things like this. Vitally important, a major difference for children and how they turn out. Major. The children that had nobody, and I mean, this could be your neighbors, your friends' parents, your friends. It could be your teachers, things like this. It could be another member of your family that isn't like your nuclear family, maybe an uncle or aunt or somebody. But it really makes a difference. Huge, 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 huge difference to at least experience what that is, emotional connection. Because when we do as children, when we experience that, we now value it. And it's a vital part of relationships to work, to function, to be loving. Vital part is emotional connection. Sad thing is not everybody values it, because those people never did it in childhood. And that's why it's just vitally important that children have that emotional need, at least with somebody. It makes a huge difference. I attribute my not being a narc to having nannies who are sweet and kind people. The question is, can I have a relationship with a normal, caring person, or am I going to be stuck with narcs relationships? I want to have a normal relationship, and I'm going to date again right away. Screw this past stuff. I'm mad at narcs and don't want to waste my time with that anymore. I feel like I'm ready for love, David. I want someone special too. I'm ready to date. I haven't dated in a while. You know, I deserve to be happy. Absolutely, you deserve to be happy. And you said that you're ready for love. Well, we all need to be loved, and we all need to love. I think I think everybody's most is ready for love. We just may not know how to do that. This scares me a little bit. Screw my past. I'm angry. I'm gonna date right away. I know you said you waited a while, but I would be interested in to know what you did in this little while. What did you do to heal from your past? Because you're saying screw my past. That's sad, because even the bad past stuff, we learn so much. It's so vitally important that we learn from our mistakes. And once you do, you don't regret it anymore. Sounds like you have a lot of past you need to work through. Can I have a relationship with a normal, caring person? Well, normal, I don't like that word really. How about healthy, right? Can I have a relationship with a healthy person? Only when you're healthy. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just trying to answer your question. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. The ability is there. The help is probably there for you. But I love this statement I heard a long time ago, but we date our own emotional self-worth. So when we date these very sick, dysfunctional, abusive, neglectful people, that that is a little bit measure of our own self-worth. Because we see red flags and stuff, and we don't believe, if we stay, we don't believe we're worthy of something better or more important than this. We stay with the sick. And it's because we identify with it. We're not exactly healthy ourselves. Okay? Because if you are, you don't want these people in your life. And it's not a judgment. I'm not going to go to prison to find my wife. I'm not trying to judge them. I'm just better off somewhere else looking for my wife. You go date right now, you will find someone on a general similar emotional level as you. Let's say you find somebody who's also had abusive relationships, somebody who says they're mad at narcs, somebody who says screw my past, just like you, and you date. Your last relationship was dysfunctional, neglectful, maybe abusive. It's not about finding the right person. It's about you being the right person. And a part of that is how I feel about myself, my self-worth, which may be damaged right now, okay? So you're not going to be able to maybe protect yourself. Feel worthy of asking for what you want. Do you already have a problem asking for things that you want? Accepting help and things like this? It's our self-worth, okay? More importantly, what is a good relationship? How do you have a healthy relationship? What does that mean? What does it consist of? What does it look like? If you're not real sure, then you're just experimenting. Okay? You're just going to go out there blind and try. That's fine. Anybody can do that. The problem is you're probably going to repeat the same mistakes. This mistake sounds like it's caused a lot of shame and a lot of guilt. You repeat this mistake, it's magnified times 10. And that's why people that don't get help in their life, they have these problems in their 20s and they refuse help. And then they have these problems in their 30s and they refuse help. You have these problems continuously like this, your 40s, your 50s, I promise you, you're going to eventually just say, screw it. This is how the world is. I don't know what else to do. And I'm just going to stay. Or stay isolated forever and not date. I encourage you to get professional help. I encourage you to talk about everything that's happened, to socialize with people, to evaluate all your relationships, and start experimenting with the ones that you have, with boundaries, with talking, with getting everything that you need and want. Learn what your emotional needs are. Learn how to meet them. Okay? All of this that we talk about is taught to us. Okay? We have teachers that have to teach us. Sadly, our teachers, a lot of them, ours, they don't know the material, the criteria. They don't know. So they didn't teach us. Your parents suffered, and now we're suffering. Okay? Break that cycle. And it's not about just dating or finding the right person or just being in love. A lot of married couples get divorced that were in love. You know, it's not enough. It's not enough. Relationships are not easy. They're not easy. Lots of marriage counselors out there. Lots of failed marriages. It's not just about being compatible. It's about being healthy, each individual being healthy, knowing how to communicate, able to be vulnerable. There's just so much involved. Falling off the horse and trying again in this scenario can be extremely damaging. I've said enough. Can I have a relationship with a normal, caring person? Absolutely, yes, you can. Where are you in life? Right? You need to be healthy and caring yourself. Okay? I'm sure you're caring. It might be a little hard for you to judge healthy, especially if your whole family's not healthy. Your parents were narcissists, disordered. That's your normal. That's what you're used to. That is familiar. I'm really scared at this point. If you go date, I'm concerned, not scared, that you will repeat this mistake again, which is great to make mistakes, but you make the same one and it causes a massive amount of guilt and shame. It's hard to recover from. Good luck. Keep asking me questions though. Thank you. Anthony from Europe. Hello, David. Hello, Anthony. Being in a narcissistic relationship for 10 years, 3 years free from that now. But now I am limerent for a person. Can't get out of this mental state. Any advice besides the professional help? There are not many professionals that can understand this. You're speaking to one. You're asking me, you're telling me there's not many professionals out there that can help you, and that you're asking me for help with a question. So there's not many professionals to help you. It doesn't work. That makes it sound like you want professional help, but you can't find it. Let me know, I'll help you find it, if that's what you really want. I'm guessing, like a lot of us, it's not what you really want. You want a quick fix to do something, after work, stuff like this. It's okay, Anthony. I'm not trying to, it's normal. It's how most of us react to this. I won't get into it, why, but there's all kinds of things that we have to be doing. Okay, this is this is telling you things are wrong in your life. Experiences like this, people abusing you over and over again, nasty, unstable, neglectful relationships, and now you feel like total crap and you're asking me for help. You were in there for 10 years and you've been free for 3 years now and you're still suffering. I'm so sorry. You don't have to suffer. We all need help. Go find it and ask for it, hire it, pay for it. Please. I mean, we do that when our car breaks because we say we need to get to work. Don't we need to have healthy, loving relationships with people? This is your mental health. I wrote down some things that help. Talking, socializing, being creative, light workouts, supplements, cold showers, sleep, traveling, and learning exactly everything you can about your experiences, your traumas, your past, your childhood, discovering who you are and knowing yourself well, and then learning what a healthy relationship looks like and how to meet your emotional needs. The problem with depression is we may not do any of these things. Not worthy of it. Too hard. You may not even know how to do these things. I don't know. A professional is a teacher. They're your coach. They're your friend, kind of. They're supportive emotionally. They hold you accountable. It's really hard for my clients to not do anything. Because my clients talk to me and they feel better. And then I give them things to do